Hello everyone. I'm going to be talking about being the change. Ever since our childhood and ever since so many years, we've been hearing about this phrase of being the change, be the change. Mahatma Gandhi himself preached about being the change. What does this really mean? When we come to understand human existence, we need to understand the core foundation of our existence, which is we are human beings. There is a being inside of us which identifies and defines who we are. And we're not really born as human doings, but human beings. But in the whole flow of living life, somewhere we get caught up in this whole act of doingness, and we actually miss out on that space of being and being the change. What does this really mean? On the contextual term, we know, okay, it's good to be that change, but how many of us are really even thinking about transforming ourselves to create that change inside of us and being that? Now let me ask you a question. How would you expect people to treat you in your world? If you made a mistake, the expectation is that they must forgive you. If you did something wrong, you expect that they must understand your point of view. If you want love from people, your expectation is that they must come and just be in allowance of who you are and just give you unconditional love, irrespective of however you are behaving. But the question is, are you being that? You want people to understand you. You want life to work for you. You want everything and everybody in your life functioning exactly the way you want it to function in your universe and in your reality. But how many of us actually go into self-inquiry to understand and ask ourselves this question of who am I being in this space? It's very simple to create this transformation. All you have to do is take out the focus from outside of people and go within yourself. Ask yourself, if you're expecting love from people, are you being that space of receiving and giving love? If you want forgiveness from people, are you actually being that space of truly taking responsibility for any damage that you've caused and expecting them to forgive you? Are you being forgiving enough? When you expect people not to get angry, let me ask you a question. What do you do with your anger? So do we live in this reality that it's okay for us to be angry, it's okay for us to hate, it's okay for us to function from a different reality, but people can't do it? Life does not work like that, because one simple principle that our life and this universe works on is the law of attraction. And whatever you give out comes back to you. So instead of actually focusing all your energies on people, of how they're being and how they're treating, I'm inviting you into this new possibility of you actually focusing on your own self to understand what space are you being. Are you being that space of unconditional love? Are you being that space of what you're expecting back from people? Because in truth, you will only get back what you give out in life. So the law of karma also states that whatever you give out comes back to you. So the very point of creation, of becoming who you want to become and being that space of miracles or being that space of manifesting love, abundance, is actually creating an understanding inside of you of this law of attraction. So today, if you have turbulence in your life, just understand that you have created it somewhere and attracted it somewhere, because you are being that space, that turbulent space. You're creating it, you're manifesting it. So being the change means, it really means, a lot of parents come to me and ask me, we want to shift our children. We want to make our children responsible. We want to make our children not react with anger. My only suggestion to everyone is just be that change, and you get so powerful, because when you create that shift and that change, your aura around you, energy around you automatically manifests people to become that who you want them to become. And that is the point of creation. That is that impeccable space of human beings, and that's who we are. So I'm inviting you into this possibility of not diluting yourself from a human being to a human doing. Come out of the doingness, because love is not an act of doing, it is a space of being. Forgiveness is not an act of doing, it's a space of truly being there. Understanding, compassion, patience, all of the stuff that we need to actually excel in life are not spaces of doing, but they're actually spaces of operating and being that. So get into that space of being you, being a human being who you were born to be, and just manifest those wonderful miracles in your life and just see how life works for you. So in reality, be that change and see your universe work for you, and just become who you want your surroundings to become. And that is the point of creation of miracles in your life.